Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony, a.k.a. the CEO, a.k.a. the Great One, the boss, the one with the answers, Mr. Always Right, your boy, back and proud. Here with some of my nearest and dearest in the building. I got my dog Pucho, a.k.a. the master editor, the bald one, the ammo bag himself, the Avenger of all Avengers, and the Don Juan of the Purple Cup drink.
Damn. Ooh. What's going on, my brother?
What's going
Nice
on,
to be
Pooch?
here.
I dropped the AKs for you, so you know. Also, to the left or to the right, depending on how the camera angle is, got my dog Mateo, a.k.a. the Green Thumb, a.k.a. Bushmaster McGee,
Bushmaster McGee,
a.k.a. the handlebars on his face,
oh yeah,
the editor, thumbnails master.
how you doing, bud?
I'm all right. I
I
dropped
couldn't
it
tell
off.
if the AKAs had ended or not. It's
know.
tough to tell.
No, I was
You
gonna
gotta
give
hit
you
like a
one more,
different
but
inflection.
I was gonna
You
give
gotta
you
hit
one more,
like a-
but I felt like it was too long. And I got my dog Doe in the building, aka DJ Doughboy Fresh, Doey 309, Papa Docs, P for Power. Oh, you didn't like that one.
What's up?
What's up? You okay, Doe?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I
Sure.
like that our first response, we all always glance to the side of the microphone to make sure we're not muted.
Yeah, you guys need to just not mute yourself in life.
Yeah, right. Then you get all them stupid coughs you like to do.
I
All
do
up on the
coughs.
mic. Or the one time you were just sloshing your drink into the mic.
No, that was the ice.
That was the ice right in there.
Yeah, Putra hated
Wasn't
that
there
shit.
like a sneeze or something?
You
like I
nigga.
can't, I
You
couldn't
sneeze.
reach it.
That was you who sneezes on the mic.
Shit, I'll do a rewind for my previous episode right now.
That's the longest rewind in history.
You
I
gotta
want to actually
find.
rewind through all the episodes though.
Yeah,
That's
Damn.
crazy.
it's gonna be some Spaceballs shit. You got to go ludicrous speed.
Ugh. Ridiculous.
That's a deep cut. Damn, dude.
You don't remember? It just then they go plaid, and it's all plaid.
Yeah, I wouldn't have remembered it off the dome like that. Though.
I'm telling you, Mel
You
Brooks,
watched it like 3
2022.
weeks ago.
He just watched it again.
No, I have not watched Spaceballs in a while.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't mind
Impressed.
watching that shit again one night with y'all.
It's just it's movies like Friday and the Spaceballs, shit like that. That it's just like even worse. Half Baked is just baked into my brain. Like I remember one time I had just finished watching Half Baked. I thought it was the greatest thing I had ever seen in cinematic history.
Terrible.
Damn.
I sat my very Christian grandmother down and put Half Baked on for her. Bro, she never got over this shit for years. She's like, you remember when you made me watch that pot smoking movie?
That's ridiculous. The only thing I remember from Spaceballs, like I can picture it in my head, is comb the desert. Motherfuckers had a comb in the fucking desert, bro. Like that shit to me, that shit can never escape my mind. That shit's fucking hilarious.
Wait, Doey, I've got an important question. Did your grandma finish the movie?
No, she got through the first 10, 15 minutes. She's like, I am not watching this in Spanish.
Oh, it was in Spanish?
No, she's Spanish speaking. So she told me in Spanish I could take this bullshit off the TV.
Funny. That's funny. That is a fucking... That's fucked up in a way, but funny.
Yeah.
Man, so how was everybody's week? Pucho, how was your week, man? What's having? I felt like I haven't spoken to you in a couple days here.
Yeah, I went to see the Proto Man on Sunday. Shit was
Ooh.
lit. It was fantastic.
Did it change your life?
No, but I got emotional. Okay, I realized I miss going to live shows, and this COVID shit. It's just been a long time of just not doing that.
Mhm.
So it was cool, and I
That's
felt
right, man.
comfortable too because it was like everybody needed to show vaccination cards and shit like that. So for the most part, you know, Unless, Florida, they be faking it and shit. So you never know. But I would assume the vast majority of people are vaccinated.
The new mayor just fucked us. He just dropped all vaccine requirements for restaurants and all that. Private businesses can still have their restrictions if they'd like to, and like card you at the front door. But the mayor just said away with all of that. Fucking Eric Adams. That guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't like we have any city restrictions or anything like that. That's just the venue. Or maybe it wasn't even the venue. Maybe it was the artists that they said that was a requirement.
Yeah.
But
everywhere in the U.S. is easing restrictions right now.
Because the crime is getting so bad, he's trying to bring back all that bullshit from the fucking 2010s and 2000s stop and frisk. He's trying to bring all this shit back. Basically, this kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. There's going to be plainclothes officers now just walking around, fucking with people. It just sucks that they don't go to the Hasidic Jew neighborhoods and be like,
oh, shit.
Get up in the fucking wall. I'm just saying, let's just be for real. They're not going to the nice neighborhoods. They're not going to fucking Park Avenue, Billionaires Row, and putting fucking white folks up on the fucking wall and saying, we got to fucking stop and frisk you. There's a lot of fucking crime. It's just always go to Harlem. They always go to the mostly Latino and black neighborhoods to do that type of shit.
It's such a weird thing, too. Like, you're just, I don't know, like thinking that you're just going to randomly frisk people to find crime. Like, if they were actually doing it without racial profiling or anything, it'd be them like frisking like every single person in line for the subways. It'd be old ladies up against the wall and be crazy.
After 2001, when the whole terrorist thing, they had they still do it every once in a while. They'll set up a table in the front of the subway and just randomly pick someone with a backpack on and ask, and then do the bomb swiping test and shit like that. You can completely refuse, but they won't let you into the station. But I know that there's another station 7 blocks up. I'll be like, yo, fuck you guys. I'm walking to the next station. You guys can't stop me from doing that, bitch.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've never seen any of those policies that they've been able to do without any kind of racial profiling. So like, I don't know how they justify keeping those policies around.
It's pretty shitty.
Yep.
What else you do, Pooch?
I was gonna ask you guys. I saw Microsoft had like a conference or whatever. So they showed some games. Yeah. Maybe not a conference. They just showed off like a bunch of indie games. There was one in particular that looked crazy to me. There was this Macho Man Randy Savage RPG game.
Yes.
And that shit was fire. It was like it was like a Earthbound looking game, but you play as like a Macho Man looking character, and you have to like you encounter and you got to fight with like
Hulk
Hogan,
so cool.
the Giant, like, and it just was like, I was like, all right, cool. That's another game I'm gonna either have to, buy on PC or play on Game Pass or something.
They got
like
Jake the Snake.
Yeah.
Y'all ever play that rap RPG, the hip hop RPG?
No, that sounds awesome.
It was real goofy. I forget what the hell the name of it was. It might just be called Rap Game or something like that. I was trying to Google it real quick. But it was the same kind of thought. It was like a turn-based JRPG, and you'd like go and recruit like different artists, and you'd go around and fight other artists until they would join you. And it was real goofy. It's ridiculous.
You've acquired Soldier Boy.
Shit is beast.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the move sets or anything, but they were all, references, obviously.
That's my favorite thing about Enter the Gungeon. Everything in that game is a reference to either some sort of movie or some sort of video game. Very charming.
Yeah, that's fair. The guns in that game are the most fun aspect of that game for me when I was playing. Okay. Although it got to the point that there were just like 3 that I like to use.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash guns.
Yeah.
So, Pooch, does this make you feel like you want to do more concerts now? Since you found your love for him again? Because of COVID stopping us?
I mean, yeah, I'm definitely going to do more concerts.
Any sort of dickheadery in there, or mostly the crowd was decent? Or was there just that one dick?
No, there was one dick, actually. And he wasn't like a dick like an asshole. He was a dick like an idiot. Yeah, the room was so loud, and I could just hear him talking. It was just pissing me off.
Oh my god!
And he wasn't that close to me. And me and Lisa were looking at each other like, how could this motherfucker be this loud? This is crazy. It was like such a clear, crystal. He had such clarity to his voice. We could only wish that we spoke so eloquently and clearly. And he had these like light up shoes. Like I think he had like LEDs running through them. At one point, he took both his shoes off and he was holding them in the air, like doing this one. And I'm just like, what a fucking idiot.
Oh my god!
Just spreading around all his foot stink and whatnot.
Yeah, that's just disgusting.
Can I say what race he was without saying what race he was?
You'll be wrong.
Wow.
I already knew what race you was saying already. I already knew it, which way you was going.
Yeah,
that could be used against me really bad. Let me not say that anymore. I'm sorry. That could be flipped and clipped in any way, and it'd just be like, what did he mean?
Gonna have to bring Doey back on masked, but pretend it's a new person.
You give me the voice scrambler. It looked like I'm sounding like I'm Deep Throat.
You'll look like someone from Unsolved Mysteries would just have you in complete darkness.
You'd be like,
no, I'm not Doey. Okay, I'm not fucking Doey. Okay, stop with the accusations. Okay.
That's fucking funny.
Although I'm not Doey, I completely defend that guy. He's pretty cool. He's a nice guy.
Can you imagine you get fucking canceled, then your alter ego gets canceled? You're just fucking us.
That'd be funny.
Alter ego.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Fucking. What about you, Mateo? How was your weekend?
Dude, I've been doing two things all week.
Oh boy.
I've been watching Star Wars Clone Wars.
Nice. About time.
But I've been watching it with like this guide, so I like cut out all the filler, all the fluff.
Yeah.
I'm watching like 6 episodes a season or something like that. 7 episodes a season. It's something tiny. And it's good. It's not bad. It's a kids show, but like they really push the envelope as far as like how much like death and pathos and serious shit there is in there, you know?
Yep.
But I wanted to watch that shit leading up to Obi-Wan Kenobi coming out, because I hear there's going to be references to it and all that shit. So figured I should get caught up. Otherwise, I've been playing the shit out of Tunic, dude.
Nice.
I'll give some more details in our next section or whenever we're doing that. But it's good. It's super solid, and I've put so many hours into it.
Aren't they also making an Ahsoka Tano movie or TV show or something like that?
Yes.
I think there's a spin-off or something.
It's a spin-off.
Yeah, because for that too, you'd probably want to watch the Clone Wars.
You would want to watch the Clone Wars and Rebels as well.
Yeah, she's good. I've got a complaint though, and I don't know what the time frame is for when Clone Wars came out, like the actual the kids show. How does Luke train this, or Anakin train this Padawan for years and years and years, or however long it is, and there's not a single fucking mention of her in the movie. There's not even a throwaway line like, "Oh, she's off doing her own thing." It's just like no reference.
In the movie, I forgot what movie it is, but there is one where he was kind of guiding a Padawan, but they didn't go in more details in the movie about it. It was just something real quick. But in the show, the kids show, obviously, it does show like, oh, okay, like he had a Padawan. It was her, and then, oh man, if you watch Rebels, bro, I don't want to spoil it, but if you watch Rebels, man, you're gonna see like how they meet. Like it's fucking, yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
Rebels is after episode 3, right?
I think so.
Yeah, after Clone and after
like Anakin's Darth Vader already.
Yeah, Anakin's Darth Vader at that point.
Yeah, so then that's after
the third one then.
I didn't want to say yeah without being sure. Sorry.
No, it is cool that they gave us more like cool Luke and Obi-Wan, or Anakin and Obi-Wan moments, because the duo there was the best thing about the prequels. Like that, especially Ewan McGregor cast Obi-Wan. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I felt like those movies really dropped the ball though on like the for me the biggest hype of the prequels were just hearing Obi-Wan talk about, hey, me and your dad fought together in the Clone Wars, like when he's talking to Luke. And I'm like, holy shit, there was a war of clones. Like, this sounds fascinating. You miss it completely. Like, the second movie is like the beginning of the Clone Wars. And then when the third movie starts, the Clone Wars is over. So it's like there's a gap of like 5 years or something where they're just running around the galaxy fucking shit up.
I think they're
just
also
don't see it.
I think they're also going to do a whole movie of Clone Wars, like an actual movie, not a fucking cartoon show. This is what I heard rumor wise, but
I mean that'd be cool if they can do that. So Grievous is like real goofy though, huh?
Yeah.
He's a real goofy bad guy. But I was reading, I think it's called the Wikipedia. It's whatever the fucking Star Wars, like the biggest wiki that they have. I'm pretty sure it's called I'm pretty sure it's called the Wikipedia. And man, there is a hardcore Grievous fan that edited that article because they were like, even though some have called him cowardly, Grievous was a fearsome general with a shrewd sense of tactics. He always knew when to retreat to save it. Like it's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, that man is one of not my favorite, but he is like top 3 villains. Like I will always say, Darth Maul was my fucking ultimate favorite villain. Like he brought the double swords, and to me, I thought that was so fucking cool, bro. Like, and then his character too. Like I hope they make a movie just of him and his background, because man, they did that man dirty, dog. Chopped that nigga in half and threw him down the motherfucking, like, they did his ass dirty. And there's a book, I think Pucho told me, that he survived. Or there's a possibility that he survived. Maybe Mateo. I remember we had a conversation about it.
I think it's in one of the cartoon shows, honestly, that they show that he survived, but I don't know which one it is.
In Rebels.
Is it in Rebels?
Yeah. Man looks crackhead skin. Let me stop. I'm spoiling it. But yeah, I watched Rebels. Shit.
I mean, have you guys not watched the movie Solo?
I've watched Solo.
Yeah. So the end credits for Solo showed Darth Maul in it with the metal legs. So
the end credits showed that?
Yeah.
Oh my God! What a spoiler! You should have just told me to go watch the fucking end credits. Jeez.
We watched Solo in the movies together.
You got a new AKA name,
dude. You were in the theater
spoiler
with
master, bro.
What the fuck?
I don't remember that show. Was I drunk?
Yeah, we were drinking.
That's don't go watch good movies and get drunk. I'm gonna call you the spoiler master now.
It was me, you, Everett, and B. We all
we were drunk.
We went to Boynton and we watched Solo.
Somewhere right now, Cisco just like woke up and was like, I wasn't the one who spoiled something.
Damn. Shout out to Cisco, man. Friend of the show. What about you, Doe, man? How was your weekend? Talk to me.
Man. It's been a little bit rough.
Has it been an uphill battle slide?
It's been an uphill slide.
Uphill battle slide.
It's been an uphill, what I would call an uphill fuck.
Damn.
Wow.
The one up.
Yeah,
who's doing the fucking on the uphill?
I just been trying to take it easy because
I feel like it's rougher if Doey's on the bottom, right? You're getting no traction going up that hill.
Think of the hills fucking Doey as he climbs up.
Is taking more out of him.
We're gonna be on the downhill slide soon, though. So hopefully it all works out. But yeah, I started off the week with a flat tire. That was real nice. My inner tube had malfunctioned somewhere between Friday night and the weekend, and I walked up to a flat tire. I was like, that's a lot of fun.
That's terrible.
So making it to work all week was a nightmare. I got back on the subway, immediately remembered why I hated it so much. Yo, human beings, we're all just trash. Like, none of us have any sort of, we don't care about anybody else. It's all about us, especially in New York, at least. You get a lot of, like, entitlement. And I had people shoving me out of the way. I had people that did not know what personal space meant. I just was a lot of that. A lot of homeless people. Not enjoyable. But I found a new way to get to work that is a little bit time saving. So I'm happy about that.
He made a zip line all the way from his place over to where he works at.
Man's playing Death Stranding.
Death Stranding.
Yeah, Death Stranding. One is
I was
on
gonna say,
top
how many
of the,
butt naked crackheads did you see?
It's bad.
Damn.
Yo, there is no way that I could describe the issue going on in New York right now. Not and I can only say that because inflation is going up so high, it's
just gonna get
making
worse.
the homeless situation worse.
Well, I mean, homelessness, like crime in general, they're very much like financial, like issues.
Yeah. So things are getting a little bit tight over here. But nonetheless, it's beautiful weather. That made the week a little bit easier. I got my tire fixed. Shout out to Bicycle Habitat.
You're
It's
doing.
okay.
I've got something that's going to cheer you up. I'm going to read you 2 lines from the Wikipedia for Kanye Quest 3030, which is the name of the game that I was thinking of.
Kanye Quest.
Kanye Quest 3030. In the year 2010, Kanye West takes out his garbage before tripping and falling into a portal, which brings him to the year 3030. The United States has become a dystopian society ruled by a clone of rapper Lil B, claiming himself to be a god.
Oh my God.
You need to go play it, dude. It was made in RPG Maker. It's real goofy, but it's good.
Shout out to Little B, bro. He broke. It's like somebody just took rap and like broke it. His first album, I Am Gay. Like, yo, it's like it was like broke rap. Like he did everything they told you not to do. And then you got songs like Wonton Soup, and it's just like, why is this good? I don't know, but I'm Wonton Soup. That's that Wonton Soup.
I'll say this. I heard that song like 2 times in my whole life, and I could rap like most of the lyrics. So something about it is catchy enough that even me not liking the song, I'll be vibing like, yo.
He's like women on my dick because my name is J.K. Rowlins.
Yeah, that didn't age well. People hate her now.
They fucking don't give a
They're
fuck
like,
about
Joanne,
her.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Twitter taught me her first name. I had no idea what the J stood for. Tony, how have
What's
you
up
been?
with you, Tony?
Yeah, man, week's been all right. Definitely not a uphill slide battle for me this week. We're finally at work is finally able to breathe a little bit now, so that's very, very good. Luca is second tooth is coming out, so he's teething.
Ooh, poor kid.
A little more of chewing and biting on shit and stuffing stuff down his mouth and
His garlic?
crazy. Yeah. He does this weird thing where he wants to choke himself, and it scares the shit out of me because I'm thinking he's choking on food. Fucking weird. Puts his freaking whole hand in his mouth and just like bro, if you want to scratch your gums, here's a teething ring. Like, be normal.
Be normal.
Like, use a teething ring. Stop using the edge of the table that you can fuck yourself up with. You know what I mean? Like, but kids are kids, man. They don't know no better, man.
I was gonna say that's kids, man. Like they'll chew on anything.
Yeah, he tried to chew on my toe.
When they're that age.
He literally tried to bite my toe. I'm like, yo, chill. Like, I just got home from work. What's wrong with you? You about to get mad bajo mouth.
That's a big ass toe too.
Yeah, the kid's tripping. I told him, he was like, yo, you tripping. Get out of here with this. He looks at me and just laughs. Like,
For viewers of the pod, Tony is like 6'4", somewhere around there. Just these really large limbs, just really, and then the feet, they're real fat. Every chunky toe is pronounced.
Every
1, 2,
chunky
3.
I don't got a chunky toe, nigga. I don't got a chunky
you just got
toe.
these big old chonkers.
Wait,
Those
are
dogs be woofing.
Did you say that he only has 4 toes? You said 1, 2, 3.
He has 5.
I got all of my limbs. All right, all of my chunky limbs. But
I don't think a toe is a limb.
or whatever.
It would take several people to pick up Tony. I don't think I could pick Tony
Pucho
up
has
on my
done
own.
it on his own.
Do we need to give Tony a human test right now? Tony, how many limbs do you have?
I have 4. Well, yeah, I have 4.
Oh,
He was about to say, is the head a limb?
It comes apart. I can detach myself and come back. Nah, but yeah, no. For the most part, ain't nothing else going on, man. It's been a slow thing. I do tell you this though, fucking people are bugging the fuck out lately because of this gas price. Everybody wants to complain about it. It's just like, bro, you got to get to work. Got to spend gas. Go electric. I'm trying to go electric one day in my life. Like,
Yo, there has been so many people riding bikes and like micro mobility that it's fucking incredible to me. I went with Jesus to ride around Central. We do laps around Central Park. Bro, there had to be like thousands of people riding their bikes through that park that day. So I think everybody's getting hip to it. They know we don't need these combustible engines to get around New York. You got Revel scooters, regular scooters. You got the little one wheel that you levitate on. You got the electric skateboards, all sorts of shit that you can get.
You can do that squirrel flying suit like Batman.
You know what? Somebody's gonna do it.
That was the dumbest part of the movie, by the way.
You didn't like that?
I saw like a image comparing the different suits, and everybody kind of looked like a bat, and he just looked like a ball of like fabric or something. But
You
he
can't look cool in the squirrel suits. It's not possible. You're doing a cool thing. It's the coolest thing you can do while looking thoroughly uncool.
Yeah, I could say that. It's an uncool looking suit. It's like cycling shoes. They're really weird looking. I hate the way they look.
It'd be like if Tony Hawk was doing like all his cool tricks, but he always wore like a big round layer of bubble wrap around him, like just thick bubble wrap. He'd be doing cool shit, but it'd be like, I feel like it's less impressive because he's covered in bubble wrap like that.
Everyone used to give him shit because he used to wear fucking helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, and all that shit.
No, that shit's important.
Yeah, but people, I never understood why people won't wear a helmet when they, and I get like low, if you're not going to be riding in a manner that's going to get you hurt, then I understand. But for most occasions, I always put a helmet on.
Yeah, same.
That guy Eben Weiss says he doesn't ride with he says that if you force everyone to wear a helmet, it's like not a free country anymore. Basically, they're saying, I'm like, all right, dude.
Yeah, until you get hit and flipped.
I mean, we did list that in our Declaration of Independence. You know, we wanted the right to self-assembly and self-taxation and government, and the right to not wear helmets whenever we were skateboarding doing sick tricks.
Yeah, it's all fun and games so you crack your head wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
Some would say that he deserves the freedom to crack his head wide open.
Right? That's the question. Is do we have a right to not want to do these things?
Yeah, you got the right to do whatever. There's repercussions for every right you feel like you have freedom to do.
Fuck that. We ticket people for not having a seatbelt.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, but I can tell you this much: there is some change coming to the world, boys. And by change,
spring.
I mean time.
Damn.
And by time, I mean the time change. Everybody, I don't know if it was clear enough, you know, but yeah, man, people are kind of excited. Some are not. They don't see the point of it, but we're trying to get rid of time change, having to go forward in the clocks and go back on clocks, you know, during spring and fall and shit. So, you know, what do you guys think about it, man? This has been around longer than I've been born, so it's like, why now the change? Is it now being seen pointless? Because I know some states don't even do time change. So, what do you guys take? What's your take on it?
Go ahead.
No, go for it, dude.
I don't like if the farmers and all these motherfuckers need to keep doing this shit, let them do it. But why the fuck does it have to change my life? Because this shit is, I just feel like for the people it matters for, go ahead. Do what you need to do, farming, whatever.
Wait. Do you mean do your farming at a weird hour? Do you mean they would change their clocks? So it would basically be like U.S. time and then farmer time, which would be an hour ahead or behind.
Yeah. Yeah, and you'd be the guy that's on farmer time. I'm on FT.
Just sounds wild.
Every broadcast, and at this time for farmers.
The next time there's a political election, they're gonna be like, and Farmer Time Joe, you know, he has to wake up. You know, every time they talk about like the hypothetical worker, they were like Joe the plumber. Yeah, like who the fuck is Joe?
Yeah, no, that shit.
Now they've been talking about it for so long, man. I remember there being discussions about this shit back when I was in like elementary school.
Damn. About the
It's
70s?
such a pain in the ass. I
in
woke
the
up
70s.
this week and I was wondering while I was like, oh, why do I feel like fucking absolute shit? And it's because I lost an hour of sleep.
But that's the whole point of this. You don't get to lose anything. It just stays the same.
No, thank God the sun was going down over here at 4:30. That shit was terrible.
That's nuts.
Yeah, man, it caused a lot of seasonal depression, especially for me. It shit sucks.
Seasonal
you were
depression.
basically never seeing sunshine, huh?
Exactly. I would wake up in the afternoon, I'd get my bike ride to work, and that was about it. By the time 4:30 came around, the sun was almost setting, and it's dark by like 5:30. So
You know
it
how
was
you
just-
fix that, though, right?
How?
Get up earlier.
Yeah, sure.
Farmer's time. Damn.
Tony-
tea time.
Tony, Doey just like asked how in the way that a teenager asks their dad whenever he's about to make some snarky comment.
Yeah, he
It was
did.
the exact same energy.
You brought the energy. But no, I think it's a good thing, honestly. I think they're just saying, yo, this is the standard time. Fuck it. Fuck this going back and going forward bullshit. And maybe the companies, like major companies, are just tired of people using that a late excuse for all this time. They're like, yo, you know what? Fuck that. We need to put something in and push this to the fucking congressmen and shit and be like, yo, they keep using this. Oh, my time change fucked me up on Monday. My bad. Like, no, bitch. Like, go ahead.
Anybody who has children or animals immediately notices how it fucks up their life, yo. Those animals are up. Like, yo, nigga, you don't usually take me for a piss right now? Like, I need to use the bathroom. Children, they don't get it. They're like, oh, we're just up at 4 a.m.
Oddly enough, Luca's been sleeping in a little bit longer now. Like, it's weird. Like the last 2 days I've noticed. Like, he's just sleeps until a little bit later. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense though, because the clock jumped forward, right?
Forward.
So sleeping, right? It makes sense, yeah, because he would be sleeping in
Yeah.
that extra like hour to catch up for the hour that he was robbed of. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right, 8 o'clock's really 7 o'clock.
7
or
o'clock,
previously
right,
7, right?
Feels like fucking a robbery of my life.
It's crazy how in tune kids are with that though. That's nuts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, pretty much. We switched to daylight savings, and then my daughter just had a whole week of just fucked. Like 3 days of like, I don't want to go to sleep and all this drama, and only yesterday we got her down good, and today we got her down good. So it's like it took like 3 days to get her back into like a rhythm.
Damn.
Sucked. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
rough.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the switching times really sucks. Like there's some studies that link like a dozen or so deaths to the time change. Like
The fuck?
they're saying that like people who live like on the western edge of a time zone, they're like they're like more sleep deprived than other people in the country. So like
Huh.
because the people that they're around, you know, they're gonna go over the border of that time zone, and those people get an extra hour of sleep than he does. Oh wait, they stay up later than he. My fucking brain isn't working, but I think I think they stay up later because their time is like an hour back, right? So to fuck with those people, you know, he got to stay up later, but then he might work in his own time zone or you know whatever the fuck. So it's a weird thing, but they're saying that on average, those people are more sleep deprived than other people. And then when you change the time zone, the whole country gets a little bit sleep deprived. And so those two little sleep deprivations that they sometimes get into car crashes like in the morning and just
That's
die.
crazy.
So
That's
God
crazy.
damn.
Yeah, I've heard there's an increase in heart attacks too for some reason, but I don't know
What?
why.
I haven't seen that. That's crazy.
How
That's interesting.
It'll be cool though because like you know that there's like crazy places like Arizona where like most of the state doesn't do daylight savings, but there's a few towns and shit that do. So you're driving around and you go through a town and suddenly it's an hour later. You leave the town, you're back to.
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
that's stupid.
And then Hawaii already doesn't celebrate, like doesn't do daylight savings.
Doesn't celebrate it.
It's a celebration.
How would you celebrate daylight
Benjamin
savings?
Franklin
You'd get a big
invented
clock.
this shit. What was that?
How would you celebrate daylight savings? You would do like the what's that guy's name?
Flavor Flav.
A picture of yourself last week when you were much happier than you were now.
Everybody loves when you get that hour back, though, right? That's the favorite of everybody. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
that fall
hour
back.
of sleep. Yeah, and it's
I
just-
used to work overnight. Yo, the hour back was
Fall
the
back
worst.
sucks, yeah.
Oh, 9 hours, bro, and I got paid an 8-hour shift.
See, that's bullshit though. That you didn't get paid for that extra hour. That's bullshit.
Yeah, man,
Damn.
that shit sucked. Yeah, that
No.
shit sucked. I'd always call out every time.
No,
That's
the
terrible.
only part of daylight savings I'm gonna miss, and I don't even drink that much anymore. But going to the bar on daylight savings day, you get an extra hour drinking.
Ooh, that's fire. So I remember we had a friend, Argenis. We were at a bar with him, and he said, "Damn, I gotta leave at 1 or like 2 or something." And he was like, "I gotta go at 2. And we all knew that at 2 the hour was gonna go back. So we kept seeing him check his time, and shit like that. And then after 2, it went back to 1. And we were like, yes, we got you for another hour. You with us for another hour. And he's like, nah, I gotta go home. He was so fucked up about it. He's like, what happened? I was like, it was daylight savings.
That's crazy.
Man, it's trying to be honest, and y'all boys bringing it
Yeah,
down.
they hit you with that 159 flip right back to 1. Nah, yo, time zones are fucky. Like I remember one time we were flying to California, and even that flight is a little shitty to be on the airplane, and you see it 3:00, and it takes you like an hour to drive. To fly through to the next time zone, and when you get there, it's 3:00 again. It's like you're suspended in time, like as you're flying west.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and so it feels like you might get a little uncomfortable. Like time isn't passing. You're never gonna make it. Like,
That's already making me feel uneasy.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, I'd be weirded out.
I've never done coast to coast. I've heard that jet lag will fuck you up. I've heard the international jet lag will fuck you up even more though. How was Tokyo when you went down there? How did it hit you too bad or?
No, I was going to bed a little earlier than usual, like 9-10 o'clock. I was in my bed going to sleep, and not too different. I went to the Netherlands as well for a while. Both times, right? Tokyo's like 12 hours. Netherlands is like 8-hour time difference. I don't know. I never felt too bad. I thought Netherlands was rough because I stood up on the plane pretty much. I didn't really sleep. So the whole flight, I was just like mostly awake watching movies. So then when we got to the Netherlands, it was the day. So it's like I had to live a whole day on no sleep. And it was like, by the time I got to the hotel room to sleep, I crashed so fucking hard. Like I was laid the fuck out. Some of the best sleep I ever got was in the Netherlands. I used to open the blinds completely open because they didn't have like a lot of tall buildings there, and it was just nice to sleep in the room just with the moonlight. It was really cool. I had a hotel room, huge windows. It was just like a big round like window, and I would just open the blinds and just be
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really fun, cool. But yeah, dude. When I flew one time, I met up Lisi in California. I flew to California, and when I landed over there, for me it was already like, 2:00 in the morning, right? But when I landed, it's only 11:00. So then she's like, "Oh, let's go to a restaurant or something." And by the time we get back to the hotel to go to sleep, it's already like 3 a.m. But I'm dead. I'm awake for 24 hours. Like, so the time zone stuff is just so crazy. And then I don't know, all the daylight saving shit just makes it way fucking worse.
I want to know
complicates it.
who's the dick who invented time zone and the daylight savings. I want to know who's like what dick came up in his office and said, "This is what we got to do." Because these are just like questions like I ask myself, like, yo, like who the fuck, who invented that, like, or who came up with this? Like, this is what this is. Like, who said that? You know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Is like, how did you know to break the time zones up properly? I guess use the sun and spin of the obviously, right? But like what made you think that?
I don't know. Some of the old things that they figured out, like in like the the old timey times. I don't know, Middle Ages, Renaissance period, whenever the fuck some of these things were figured out, like longitude and latitude. It breaks my brain trying to figure out how they figured shit out like this out. Like, because it was all just math, right? Like it was just they did a bunch of calculations and they figured out equations, and that's how they came up with a lot of the shit. But it's nuts, man. Some of those old school skills and technology, like the ability to go across the ocean and navigate by the stars and things like that. It's crazy stuff.
It almost seemed like they were smarter back then because they didn't have technology to help them, right? But it's not that case.
It's weird. It's like define smart. It's like we probably have way more information and knowledge in our head than anybody in like human history. But it's like, are we smarter than those people? Like, it's hard to say.
Because I mean, most of them
you could potentially make the argument that we're less skilled.
For sure.
But then the average, I feel like the average person back then was so fucking dumb. Like they didn't know any. They couldn't even read. They couldn't write. They couldn't do math. Anything. Like, but the fucking people that could, they were probably like, some of the best educated people on the planet. But anyways, yeah, time zones. I don't know who. Like, it's weird. Like, it's like Mateo said, it must have just came about through math because, like, I don't even know how back in the day you could even observe a time zone because you can't travel fast enough to notice that, like, oh, the sun's moving really slow across the sky. You know what I mean? Because like it makes sense, right? Like, everywhere you go, if the sun is directly overhead, you'll just call it noon. No matter what, right?
Yeah. So it's halfway, yeah.
I don't know. So California, you call it noon. In New York, you call it noon. But if y'all in communication, like y'all know that y'all noons ain't the same noons. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's something like that. I don't fucking know. The daylight savings thing, though, that's Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Did it have something to do with farmers? I've always heard that it had something to do with farmers.
Yeah, it has something to do with just like getting the most out of your land or whatever. Some journal or some shit he wrote.
You think they called Benjamin Franklin Benny Franklin?
Nah, he probably would not. He probably would have shot you with a gun if you called him Benny. Like,
yeah, he usually went by Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck all day.
I would even say Ben just to keep it short. Maybe his close like. His own fucking Padawans, I guess. But yo, Ben, you know what I mean? They kept it a buck with him.
Wait, are we doing an alternate like history where Benjamin Franklin was a Jedi?
He would be a dope ass Jedi. Think about it. Man might be Obi-Wan himself. But no, yeah, that's time change shit is it definitely I think we'll benefit better from it. Just keep it simple. It's gonna be a little lighter here, a little darker here, whatever.
So which time do you guys prefer? Standard time or daylight savings time?
Standard time.
So you don't like the time right now?
Nope.
This is what I like, yeah, because I don't want the sun to go down at 4:30.
I don't know what my preference is. Here.
I get up early, so to me, like getting sunlight early in the morning when I wake up is better for me.
You also get more sunlight in the summer than in the winter. In the winter, there's less sun per hour, per days. So it's nice. We went from 4:30 sun going down. Now it's like 7:30.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer daylight savings time. Like, I like waking up when it's dark. That's like one of my favorite feelings is like waking up in the morning. The sun's still not up. You can catch more sunrises. at more reasonable hours, things like that. And then it's just fire to get out of work, and it's just fucking light. Like when we switch back to standard time, and I fucking get home at 5:30, and it's fucking pitch black. Like that shit sucks. Like I can't do nothing. That's it. I'm stuck in my house. It's over.
Yep.
That sucks. So I think they're voting this to keep it the current time.
So they're keeping it. They want daylight as the time.
I had to look it up. I remembered it had a real dumb name. The Sunshine Protection Act. What a stupid name.
Is that the name for this?
The bills are so stupid too. Like the names of bills are so fucking dumb. The Sunshine Protection Act. It makes it sound like somebody was out there trying to cause harm against the sun rays.
The fuck? She makes no damn sense.
Just want to put it out there that I am anti-sun.
Like Mr. Burns.
Damn.
The Simpsons reference is crazy.
The sun has irreparably damaged my ball sack.
Why is your sack exposed to the sun?
It's extra wrinkly.
Have you been doing that thing where you like tan your butthole?
I spent one of many days at Lake Worth Beach.
I can never tell, nigga. Your legs was white as fuck. Remember how we used to
he
call
was all
you?
Covered up and he was only exposing his balls.
How
else do you think his balls got fucked up?
He just has like.
My mom would hand me the sunscreen and I'd put it everywhere except my nuts. Nobody told me. Nobody warned me.
Yo, what's the name of the blanket? What's the name of the blanket that some Jewish people like they use to have sex? It's like Joey goes to the beach or one of those blankets. It just has like the genital hose. He just
my
puts
nuts.
his balls.
There probably is a name for that actual thing. Who is it? The Mormons use that shit too, or something like that. I forget. Mennonites, something like that.
Aunt, one time, she was in Brooklyn, and some lady convinced her to buy a blanket because she loves to sew and things like that. And she was like, "Oh, these fabrics are so good," and she was like, "Oh, what material is this? Oh, this is amazing." And she bought like some blankets from like a Hasidic like a shop or whatever. And then when she got to the crib and threw it out, she was like, "Yo, I'm missing blanket." Like this is the whole. And then I think when my uncle saw it later, he explained it to her. She was fucking appalled. He's
like, "You want to use this blanket?" That's funny. I didn't know that was a thing. That's crazy. Like a fuck blanket. That's wild. And the intended purposes of that is for what? So we can't see each other?
Yeah, I think there's some religions don't want to expose their like naked body to one another.
Oh, but they still want to pipe.
I tell you one thing: they don't bring those blankets over when they're visiting the prostitutes. I'll tell you that.
Damn, dog, what you snitching on the pod?
He's got all the.
Oh no, I'm being for real. They go for prostitutes more than the average Joe. Yeah, they definitely ain't bringing those blankets in with them. There was one guy that went to a sex party at the building I worked at, and they kicked him out. He got kicked out of the party.
They're bringing a blanket?
I guess he stink. He was stinky.
Oh, that sucks.
He was so upset. He came to the lobby and he says, "They are having a sex party upstairs."
Oh, he snitched.
Call the police. He says, "They are having a sex party."
Yo. New York is a wild place, dude. Y'all aren't even in the fucking United States. Y'all are just a different universe, different fucking country.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Yeah. Imagine paying to get into a sex party, and them niggas is like, no.
You think you gotta pay to get into that?
I would assume you have to pay.
Absolutely.
Like a membership
That's like
fee?
Prostitution, though.
I mean,
no,
yes,
it's just a party. It's just a party, right? Just a party.
Well, it's like those swingers clubs. I've known people that were in the scene, right? and there's like a membership fee, and I think you pay more if you're a single male going to a swinger club than like a couple going to a swingers club.
Facts.
So
that only makes sense. Yeah, because you're going to enjoy everything, and no one's going to enjoy whatever you got. It's like you're coming to a party with nothing. You didn't. It's a BYOB, and you ain't bring nothing. Right,
no, you showed up with worse than nothing. You showed up with some like stinky ass natty light or something.
They really need to make prostitution legal.
Vegas, it's legal, right?
Yeah.
You want to go live in fucking what the fuck is that place up there that I want to visit?
Vegas?
Oh, Amsterdam.
Amsterdam
Is lit, bro.
I want to go there one day.
Same.
Not because of prostitution, but just because I just want.
Oh yeah, because of the prostitution. Yes, I'm getting my salad tossed.
Do you want
the red light district was just like a strip of?
It's like a bar.
It's like what you would expect. It wasn't like nothing crazy.
Oh, you walk down the strip.
Oh, that's the Netherlands. What? I'm an idiot. What's
in
wrong
Amsterdam,
with me?
yeah.
So
Pucho, say if you jump into the canals, your whole legs and everything will get all fucked up. The whole thing is just mad bicycles in the canals.
God damn.
They ride so many bikes over there that I guess enough people done crash and drop their bikes or whatever in the canals. Because those cities are just like a lot of canals.
You probably shouldn't throw your bike into the canal, but you know what? If I crashed my bike and it was all fucked up and it was an expensive bike, I would understand the urge to throw your bike into the river.
Fuck all this bike talk. I'm done with this bike talk.
How was that? This must be stupid. Wait, right?
Yeah.
If you get like a rusty cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How was the strip? We're talking about bikes. How was the strip? Were they in the windows like in the movies? You know how they were in the glass windows and they were just like.
Shit was whack. Shit
was whack.
They had Bud ice cream though.
That's pretty cool.
Something different. Yeah, because you could smoke legal over there too.
Damn, I can't wait for New York to come out with all these creations, bro.
How is it taking this long? I feel like it didn't take Denver this long to ramp up.
It's fucking legal fucking fuck. This
fucking
because
it's Denver.
You know what I mean?
A place like I don't know how California did it. California did it. Fast. Is it legal, or is it just medicinal?
It's 100%.
Like over here, recreational. It's just like over here. They were the first, I think.
Yeah, they did medical first, then they did recreational like a few years later, some shit. Where are they gonna fit these dispensaries at? Is it just gonna be in the bodegas? The bodega's gonna have like a little like divider in the middle.
Oh, it's already going down. You can get bud at your local bodega.
No shit.
Yeah.
Is it premium shit?
The Ox definitely have that shit on lock. Edibles, vapes, all that shit.
Damn, so I can go up in there and be like, yo, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. And then let me get that Aquay bud. The
Aki way. Let me get an eighth. The Aki way. Pretty sure you could.
And 2 chopped cheese.
2 chopped cheeses and an eighth the Aki way.
Damn, that
the
shit
implication
sounds
is that
fire.
they got like the implication is that they got like a bacon grease bud back there too. Like if you're getting the Aki way, you're getting the turkey grease bud. Like
that shit might be fire.
That shit, yo, facts.
That might be what I need.
That's what the Aki way is. They'll hit you with the turkey bacon. Like they ain't gonna hit you with that pork. You ain't eating no swine.
Nah, we don't eat that around here. But nah. Anyways, time change. There's a big
straight
ass
far away from that one.
Yeah, that shit was way left.
Yeah,
time change.
The party was a fantastic, man.
Yeah,
fuck it.
Fuck it. What? I just want to know one thing. Do they know when they're gonna vote for this?
It's already voted. It just needs to be signed by Biden, I think, right?
Damn, I didn't even know they voted
House
for
passed
this.
it. I thought the Senate passed it. I didn't think the
Biden's old ass better sign it.
I thought it went House, then Senate, then Biden. But I'm not a political like procedure kind of dude. Do you remember that Bill singing about how it gets made? Let's get that Bill on the podcast to tell us how this works.
What is he doing?
Yeah, I think most bills go. What the fuck?
That's why you don't.
Animal abuse, bro. What the fuck? Most bills go House, Senate, President, but some things go like some things start in the Senate, and then it goes to the House, and then it goes back to the Senate where they need to do like an actual vote.
Interesting.
I think there's some laws that originate in the Senate because they write the laws. The Senate does. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, before we move on to the next thing, if you guys stuck with us through this much of the pod, please show your love and support. If you love what you're watching, you love what you're hearing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like us, follow us, spread the love. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We're also on audio only on Spotify. Still not on Pandora. iTunes. We're everywhere. Wherever you think we're not, we're there. Trust us. And also hit that notification bell, man. That way you know when we dropping these hot videos, these hot and readies. You know, that's it. Just show some love, man. And to all the people who are commenting, yo, thank you. Feel the love. Negative or not, you know, feel the love. And don't forget, man, add a little bit of ketchup to that pizza.
Don't do that.
Be good to go.
Never do that. You'd be better off with ranch than ketchup.
Nah, man, you guys are haters.
I feel like ranch makes more sense to me than putting ketchup on it. I don't know.
All right. One thing I do like, and it wasn't listed there, but I like blue cheese.
Oh.
I like my pizza spicy.
Do you like the creamy blue cheese or the chunky blue cheese?
Likes the
I
chunky.
like them both. I don't know.
think chunky is my preference. I like that the little blocks.
I like creamy blue cheese with chunks in it. Does that make it chunky?
I think that makes it chunky. I feel like
okay. I'm a chunky man. All right. Yeah, I like my pizza spicy, so the blue cheese adds like a nice flavor to balance that spice. Ranch, I hate ranch. And the Cranch people?
What is Cranch?
You've never heard of Cranch?
No.
It's ketchup ranch. It's absurd.
Oh, that's awful. Oh no.
Heinz sells a bottle of Cranch. It's
yeah,
a
they
thing.
do.
Wait, so it's like Thousand Island basically? Isn't Thousand Island like other condiments mixed with a dressing or some shit? I don't know. I'm not a dressing guy really, man.
I don't like Thousand Island.
I do my salads naked. Toss a little bit of oil on there, a little bit of pepper, done.
I'm with
That's
that. I
great.
follow up with that. I like that.
No, fucking Mattel's strong. Mattel chooses his own coffee beans too. Like,
Ew, what the fuck?
he just grinds them right down. He don't give a fuck. Like,
Just like I'm doing dip, just tuck them into my lip.
Hey, Mateo, you brought it up a little earlier, man. Why don't you bring it back to your video game you was playing, man? Tell us about that.
So is it just me and Pooch that have been playing Tunic for the past
Yeah.
couple of days?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't checked it out yet, Doe.
Yeah, I was. I just had like stuff to do these past few nights.
Damn, that sucks.
I don't know about the developers. I don't know if Pooch can speak to that. I don't know if he looked into that. He usually looks at developers and things, and I don't. And he also follows a lot more indie games. But we talked about it a few months back. You're a little fox, and it looks like a straight up Zelda clone, and that's what it looked like in on all the trailers and everything. And the game is so much more than that. The entire game is a puzzle. It's ridiculous. There's nothing in the game that's explained to you at all. Every character you meet speaks a language you don't understand, or at least it's not translated for you. The instruction booklet, you have to find bits and pieces, and it looks like an old school like Nintendo like instruction booklet. And that's the only thing that kind of gives you a clue about the game, but that's also written in this language that you can't speak.
Damn.
It's like old school Zelda plus Dark Souls plus I don't know some kind of puzzle game. I don't even know these puzzles. Some of these puzzles are like beyond what I remember from like the old Zelda games, like what is it? Ocarina of Time? Not Ocarina of Time. What is the Super Nintendo one? Link to the Past.
Those are very basic puzzles.
Yeah,
like hit some switches or some block puzzles or whatever. This is like Mateo said, old school Zelda, Dark Souls, and Fez. That's the missing.
Oh,
key.
Fez.
That game was so obtuse in terms of like you could do the simple things like just platforming through the levels, collecting things, but then you would just find things that you're just like, I know that I could progress. I have no idea what to do. And both of those games have the same mechanic of like almost all the tools are available for you. there's a few items that you need to like, traverse the world, but you encounter a thing, you could probably interact with it if you knew how. Like, for example, there's bonfires in the game, similar to like Elden Ring or Demon Souls or whatever the fuck. Just like a thing you interact with. When you die, you'll respawn there, right? When you walk through the world, like Mateo said, you could find like paper, and it's pieces of the game manual. Then you're kind of piecing it together. When you open up the game manual, you learn something new about the game.
Yep.
And I got one piece of the game manual, and it's like, yep, if you press L1 at the bonfire, you could like level up your character. And I'm like, all right, I've been playing for 4 hours and I haven't leveled up my character at all. And it's just like, I could have done that right from the opening moment of the game. I just never thought to press that button at that bonfire,
There's straight up missable shit. You cannot find the shield for a long time. You can potentially beat the entire game without ever finding the shield if you're just real unlucky and don't explore this particular spot. I was looking on the subreddit because I was trying to figure out what the ability cards do, because I found no explanation of what those ability cards do yet.
I found the sheet that tells you.
I couldn't decipher what some of this shit was meant on that little instruction booklet page.
Yeah. So then, like Mateo said, these pages, it'll have some words in English, but the vast majority of them are just weird symbols. It's some other Tunic language or whatever.
I did see on Reddit that someone had deciphered it.
Oh, wow. I don't want to look.
I don't think they translated yet, but they deciphered the language at least.
Damn.
The game definitely wants you to decipher it, because there was one of the early pages you grab where it's telling you like press A to do some action.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a sentence in English and they give you the same sentence in that weird language. So they're right there trying to give you the cipher. Like, all right, match these symbols to these words somehow. Like, you got to figure that part out. But just them giving you that is probably enough to start, at least replace a bunch of letters, and then trying to use some logic. Like, oh, what are the most common double letters? And if you see double symbols, you swap those in, and so they make sense. And you play those types of games. I went through this shit with Fez trying to convert that language back in the day. Man, I wish I still had that notebook from college. It was fat with Fez notes.
No way.
It was. I love that shit.
So the game is is it like a 3D? It's not a side scroller, because I haven't seen anything of this game. So is it top down, or what is it?
It's like that isometric view. It's like the top down, but like slanted over. It's very like reminiscent of like old Zelda games. It's the controls are nice and tight. It's everything is colorful and like, I don't know. It's a pretty game. It's visually very appealing. Like, they use just really strong, bright, vibrant colors in all of their like everything that they're rendering.
And this is only a PC game, or is this like a Sony game too, or Xbox, or?
I'm playing with their Game Pass. I don't think it's on PlayStation. I think it's a timed exclusive.
I thought it was going to be an Xbox exclusive. I'm also playing on Game Pass.
Okay, so I definitely won't play it.
Why?
I'm not gonna I don't got Game Pass, so
just $10 a month. And you could just sign up and cancel at any time. You're not married to any of the services.
Yeah, I'd just rather watch y'all play it then. If y'all stream it, I'll watch it. I've been finding it oddly enough that I prefer like certain games, just not buying it, but just watching someone else play it. Like Gran Turismo, for example. Like, I played it off of Pucho's and Doughboy's account, like just like the share play, whatever, or the fucking sharing their screen shit. And I enjoyed it playing it like that, because then once I leave their shit, I don't have the braha of continuously playing to beat and get the licenses. I kind of just leave the braha alone, and I kind of like that feeling. You
get to use all their upgrades and everything?
Yeah, I use all their upgrades. They stuck at a point, I'll help them, because I'm the the local fucking speed guy here. So I'm naturally gifted in the racing games.
Tony's the wheel man, huh?
Some would say I was the originator of the game driver. That was me. Some would say. But nah, I'm really good at the racing game, so I kind of help. But no, that's what I like about it, man, because like I helped out Doughboy in it, and I backed away. I was like, I have enough, and the time's running out, so I'm good. And and I don't have no pressure now of trying to figure shit out. But yeah, I mean, so that's cool. Tunic, it sounds interesting enough if it's like Zelda, Dark Souls, and Fez, because Fez is a weird game.
It is a game that's all about exploration. And the map's not even that big. Like the map is it's a decent size, but it's not huge, right? But it's all about exploration, and they don't explain shit to you, and that's one of the best and the worst things about the game. There's some frustrating shit. I was telling Pooch, I just barely figured out that there's a shield parry move that you can do today, and there's some dash attack. I have no idea how to do it. I've done it accidentally like once.
Yeah, I've done it accidentally like 3 times, and I've tried. I can't do it.
Yep, same.
So you find that piece of the manual you said, or yeah,
and it's a thick manual too. I've got like 40 some odd pages of that thing so far.
I like that a lot.
I found the table of contents. Sorry, what was that doing?
I think that's like one of the most interesting part of the game is that whole instruction manual is slowly getting information about the game, and I think that's actually pretty cool.
It's clever.
They added something that just made the game menu feel so fucking good. Is if you just press whatever the X button is on Xbox. So I just fucking talk in PlayStation buttons. So you press the PlayStation X button on the Xbox controller. It zooms in so close, so you could like really look at all the details in the manual, and it feels so good because like when I was a kid, I would spend so much time like with my face glued to these manuals. Like I wanted to read every word, I wanted to see every inch of like the character models and everything. So there's like it's giving me nostalgia, just like playing the game. The game manual is obviously in the game, and you're like unlocking pages or whatever.
I like that it's well worn. I like that there's like little like coffee mug like rings on the manual, and the pages look a little bit torn from where you've like what is that called, dog marked like pages. And
yeah, there was one bit where there's handwriting in the manual, and I couldn't figure out what that meant, but it was like some kind of mathematical formula to figure something out.
Oh, I haven't noticed that yet. I need to go back and look at it.
But so yeah, like Mateo said, I usually care a bit about the developers and stuff like that. I'm always interested. So after this, though, he's gonna end up buying the game or getting the game.
I have Max. I'm gonna try it tonight.
Do you guys remember Cannibal? It was like a mobile game. It was just a 1-button game. It was just like a black and white game. A man's just running on a building, and you're just like jumping from building to building.
No, I do not remember that. Is this like from like Newgrounds or something like that?
No. This was on like cell phones, like in 2012 or whatever. It was one of the well-known mobile games. Like there weren't like a lot of mobile games that were known. Cannibal was one. Like obviously Angry Birds and shit like that. There was that game Threes, that puzzle game. There's games like that.
I've heard of
popular.
Threes.
Yeah. They didn't make Threes. I'm just spitting off random mobile games at this point. They made it literally just escaped me. A Night in the Woods, though. So
these are these people?
I can see that. I've never played that game, but I've seen I've seen some gameplay footage, and the models look very similar to that cute little fox. The
writing in that game is incredible. Shout out to them. They had some big shit go down with them a few years ago, I remember, with the leader of their shit getting into some shit, or somebody, he got into some shit. Everybody was accusing him, and then he killed himself or some shit like that. It was real fucked up. Yeah, that development team has been going through some shit after that game came out. Huh. So shout out to them for making.
Yeah, that was sad too, because Night in the Woods is so much about like depression and mental health and suicidal thoughts and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of granted, I don't know all the details. Not to say that that would justify anybody's suicide, but I don't know any of the details. It just seems shitty that like this game came out as kind of like a pouring out of someone's like heart and all their feelings, and then they just going off themselves anyways. Like that just seemed kind of fucked to me.
I thoroughly enjoyed Night in the Woods, even though it was like walking simulator the game. It just felt really good day by day, going and visiting your friends and seeing what you could do with different people.
Some games like that are very relaxing, man. I still have a big soft spot in my heart for Dear Esther, and that's just a straight up walking simulator. There's no gameplay in that one. You just walk and the game talks to you.
Yeah, I've played good ones and bad ones. Like Soma was pretty decent. I like the story that they tried to bring.
Gone Home might be the best one. I thought we all thought it was going to be scary when we first played it. It gave spooky vibes on purpose. It was good. It was solid.
What's the other one? Edith Finch, really good.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite walking sim. Like what's the guy's name? Something Gaynor. Maybe Steve Gaynor, but yeah,
Mike Gaynor is from South Park. My name's Mike Gaynor. He's
trying
to get into Cartman's amusement park.
I don't remember. You're alone in the world. Dude.
Cartman gets $1 million. He buys the amusement park. He doesn't let anyone in. He closes it off.
Oh yeah. And people were shitting on him, hating on him, like.
And everybody's trying to do it now. The Gracies, they're like, no, you can't come in, because that's how they're getting. His amusement park has gotten so popular by not letting anyone in.
I mean, that's the wave,
I'm
though.
sorry. This is a deviation. Keep going.
No, it's a funny deviation. Who the fuck are the Gracies?
It's just South Park. Macy's is Gracie's, and they're like stopping people from coming in.
I thought you were saying that real world people were trying to buy up amusement parks and lock people out. I was like, what the fuck? I haven't heard of this. Yeah, and then the soundtrack. I don't know if you guys ever played Dust Force. Yeah, the soundtrack was so fucking good for that game. It was by Lifeformed, so they also do the soundtrack for Tunic. And the soundtrack for Tunic is just a very mellow soundtrack. It's not really like in your face.
Yep.
Like Fez is in your face. Like they're trying to tell you like, yo, Disaster Piece made this shit. Like you gotta listen to this shit. And it's good. I love and it's one of my favorite soundtracks. This is like of similar quality. It's just a very chill. It's like, for me, it was like, it sounds like these guys are tapping into like that lo-fi hip-hop shit that is like popular now, but back in like 2011, like when they made like the Dust Force soundtrack. So I don't know, and it's just tunes like that, but it isn't as hip-hoppy. It's just like chill vibes or whatever.
Yeah, it's very mellow, very, very mellow. The gameplay is real tight. There's lots of boss fights. I can talk about them as much as I want, but I don't want to spoil anything for Pooch. So
nah, I don't care. Well, this ain't crazy, but the boss fights I don't give a fuck about.
The hardest one is that I've done so far is called the Scavenger Boss. That dude fucked me up. That dude killed me at least 15 times.
Damn.
He made me rage quit the game once because I had him so close. And he smacked me, and I died, and I had to quit. I had to go and do something else for like a solid like hour and a half before I came back to the game.
That's a good game then. If it's like that, it got you like that, then that's a good game for you. Like you're into the game, sure.
Yeah, I mean it's a Souls game in that way that like, yeah, so when you die, you lose like your resources. You got to go back to your body to get your resources again and things like that.
Yep.
But I found that I'm just like swimming in cash in this game. So like I haven't felt I've lost my cash a few times and I haven't like lost sleep over it.
What's your adventuring combo? What tools do you have in your toolbar?
I have a sword and sometimes I put dynamite. Now I found 2 magic items. So now I have the sword, that blue, like the ice attack and the fire attack. I got those 3 things.
Yep.
But I mean, I haven't played much since getting them. Yeah, and then you find little items to like upgrade your abilities. So you got like HP, strength, stamina, magic points, shit like that. And yeah, at the bonfire you just gotta pay some money or whatever, and you get those upgrades. And I'm pretty good. I'm like all threes, and one of my stats is a 4.
That's pretty
So
good.
I've been exploring like a lot. I found like a lot of shit. Yeah, and there's a lot of fucking nooks and crannies. Like every little corner you'll turn, there's like a hidden ladder or a hidden door or a hidden chest or something like that.
Yeah,
You
if
start
there's-
at 0 or you start at 1?
Start at 1. If there's a dark corner of the map, though, just go shove your nose in there. See if it leads somewhere. They hide shit all over the place.
That's awesome. While we're
Yeah,
still
I'm a little mildly annoyed by that. Like the idea of like anytime the room is dark or if I'm in an area where I can't see the character, I just like scrape along all the edges until I accidentally find like a gap or something.
Oh
And
man,
it's
and you
just
can't
like-
and you can't run whenever you're exploring because you'll run right past the chest because it won't prompt you for X if you're in run mode.
Yep. I've learned that lesson the hard way.
way.
that's not good for Doughboy.
There is one item in the game that has annoyed me because it killed me a couple of times on a boss fight. The decoy. Have you used the decoy yet? It's just a holographic version of you runs around. The path that decoy has chosen almost every time that I've used it is the exact path that I'm running. So here I am running, dropping my decoy, so hopefully it goes and takes the attention away from me, and he's just running parallel to me. Just the exact same path. It's bullshit, dude.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
when I used it one time, I saw that it was mimicking all of my moves. So I feel like the meta is to like throw it far from you and then have it mimic all your moves, but like so that other people could target it or whatever.
I'm probably using it wrong. I'm that's what I'm assuming, but yeah, that thing has fucked me every time I've tried to use it.
Yeah, I mean the fucking game doesn't tell you how to use it though. That's the problem. So it's like, yeah, you're
I'm
using it
using-
wrong, you won't figure it out.
I'm using random ability cards. I only know what one of my ability cards does right now. All the rest is just like, I don't know, it's a picture of a sword. I think it makes me hit harder. I don't know.
Yeah, the heart makes heart drops.
Oh, is that what that one does?
Yeah, I put it on without realizing, and out of nowhere, every other time I kill enemies, there'll just be hearts to pick up, and it heals you.
Shit, I had been wondering what triggered that, and yeah, man, I'm not observant enough to figure out these ability cards on my own, I guess.
The also, since we're still on game topics, State of Play dropped another little State of Play too, I guess, and it's strictly Harry Potter. I'm obviously, I know you guys seen the trailer and stuff. Well, give me some takes on it because I've yet to see the trailer. Like, is it something that this is a definite cop? Because I mean, I liked the trailer when they first announced it, but like, is this something that's worth the cop?
There are a lot of people that are going to be very excited about this. Like I watched it live. The chat was going crazy because it's YouTube, and YouTube is kind of trash with some of the live audiences you get at big announcements like that. It was just filled with W's. Like there was no meaningful conversation happening because it's a YouTube chat and there's 5,000 comments chat attempts every like 30 seconds. But people are hyped for it. It looks good. It looks gorgeous. It looks pretty well done, honestly. I'm worried about the combat.
Ooh, okay.
I'm a little worried about the combat. It feels like I felt like I saw that dude that was demoing the game taking a lot of hits while he was trying to do all this cool wizard stuff. And I feel like it's because most of the battles are like just you and then versus like 5 other like things and creatures or whatever. It's not really a cover system. You don't see a wizard hiding behind like a little like ledge, like firing his wand over.
That was my biggest complaint in the Harry Potter movies. They just stand face to face and just fuck each other up with spells. I'm like, hide behind the fucking wall. Fuck this guy up. Throw fucking Lumgardium Leviosa's like over the fucking edge or something like. No, they're just standing there fucking just smacking the shit out of each other with spells.
Harry Potter proved you only need to learn one spell really, really well. Expelliarmus, dude, just knock that fucking wand out of their hands. If Harry Potter had just focused on that and then like going and like taking like MMA classes, like Harry Potter with a wand plus Krav Maga, it'd be over for every single wizard in the movie.
Does it have
Expelliarmus and then hits you with the ground and pound, and you're fucked.
He gets you in a rear naked choke. You tap out. Take that, Voldemort.
Yeah, he's like, "Fuck you, Gandalf, and choke your old ass out, bitch."
Does it give you like a way to build your character?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like purely an RPG. Like, there's like a stat tree, there's levels, experience. You literally create your character, skin color, gender, all that stuff. The only thing that didn't look like you were able to choose it is which house you end up in.
That sucks. I would
that I'm
have
not. That
It
I
made
don't-
it seem
I-
like
I-
you create your character and you go in and the hat sorts you into a
maybe based
school.
off your traits that you pick.
Yeah, who the fuck knows?
Maybe it's based off of isn't there like an official like Potterverse like quiz or something to figure out which house you're in? Maybe you connect your profile and then if it figures out which house you're gonna go in based on your quiz.
I'm more likely to be in Slytherin.
Joey be Hufflepuff.
He looks like a Hufflepuff.
Oh, he's definitely a Hufflepuff.
Dorian reminds me of that little fat boy that went to Hufflepuff. Was it Hufflepuff or did he go to? Who was it?
Booch should be Gryffindor. He's the most honorable out of all of us.
Yep. I was gonna say. Yep. I said
Tony-
Mateo got the purple. Mateo looks like edgy. Like he'll fit in with Ravenclaw. Tony's clearly a villain. You're definitely Slytherin. Like, there's no fucking question about it.
That's beast. That's real fucking beast. All right,
You're the first one
honorable.
that said you were Slytherin.
Yup.
Because it's haters.
How do you feel about all this Hufflepuff energy?
It's okay.
See,
I'll
that's
come
why
down
you're a
with the
Hufflepuff.
Yeah, that's a Hufflepuff attitude.
Facts.
That's cool.
I'm going with the vibes. I don't need to learn the spell.
I'm
No,
just.
I didn't say all that, but
Are
yeah,
there like?
there's what now? Go
Are
ahead.
there like? Are there like stoners in Harry Potter? Like, are there like anybody who clearly is like
The Hufflepuff.
that guy
gang.
uses drugs?
I think the
This guy's on
Weasley
drugs.
twins clearly.
I
use
was gonna
drugs.
say Ron Weasley's older twin brothers, obviously
Brothers.
potheads.
Yeah, obviously.
They hit the
about that
the
guy?
blunt while driving flying the broomstick. It was like, how high can we go? It is fucking. You know what I mean? That's one of them boys.
Yeah, those two definitely partake.
Oh,
The
dope.
house.
That
House
fat
of
dude
Marijuana.
too. Yeah.
You
What's
think
his-
Hagrid is
Haggard. That man had the stash.
He's eating
bro.
mushrooms in that cabin for
That
sure.
nigga
For sure.
had the
He's
stash.
making
my-
his own ayahuasca.
Oh
over
my
there.
god, Hagrid is just imagining all these creatures he's telling him about. He's like, oh yeah, and the Pegasus is out of the woods. The fucking Hufflepuff too. I don't know. There's shit out there, man.
That man eating some of those magic mushrooms. I'll tell you that much. That boy's got the. He's got the bag.
Makes it real creepy that he spent most of his time just hanging out with like 3 kids that went to the school while he's over there tripping on mushrooms.
Could you imagine? You think he gave him like some shit on the side? Like, yo, here, take this. Don't worry about it. It's on the house. Man's a supplier, bro.
It could be.
But nah. So back to the game.
Hagrid's definitely a sovereign citizen.
Do you think the so it's an RPG, so I'm guessing you get to free roam around the house or around the school, I'm assuming.
Yeah, they were talking about in the trailer about how there's like some rooms that you're gonna see for the first time ever because they've never been shown in film, and you can roam around. You can use that. I forget. I don't know. I've watched the films like once or twice. There's some room they use in one of them where it fits whatever needs you have. Like they use it for like training in one of the movies. I think that room is in the games. I'm pretty sure, and becomes like your little like your customizable housing area that you can build out. So you can put like your crafting shit there and stuff like that.
That's fine.
It looks very involved. There's going to be lots of subsystems, lots of material gathering, lots of crafting.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be people playing through this game, just going to school, like because you could just do things in the school, like activities and things like that, and then you got to go to classes. So you got to go to your class and all that shit. And they named like 6 or 7 classes that you can attend. So I think there's some concept of choosing your curriculum or something like that. So.
And they made it seem like it was full customization too. So like if you wanted to be like a potion wizard, which I guess is a thing that exists, you could be a wizard that mostly focuses on potions.
Nah, I definitely want all mischief shit. All that shit. I want all the hood shit. I'm telling you, if I become Slytherin, I'm on an all black suit. Fuck that green, nigga. I'm going all black.
So you're gonna go. You're gonna go to the class of the dark arts. That's where you're gonna be at.
Facts. I'm murking everything on sight. You don't fuck with me. I don't even know what the spell meant, but I'm gonna kill you. Simple and plain. Damn, maybe I am a Slytherin, bro. That's crazy.
Maybe it's clear.
Tony's just gonna cut class all the time anyway. He's not gonna have a wand. He's just gonna have like a gun in his belt.
America.
America. That's fucked
That's
up.
why that's why you don't see the American wizards.
Nah, like the film's pretty dope. I liked all the movies. I watched all of them. But no, yeah, I can't wait to check it out. Did the graphics look somewhat pleasable, or was it shitty?
They look pretty good, honestly. They look pretty good. Honestly, the only problem that this game is going to have with selling is whether J.K. Rowling is too controversial that people don't want to support her work. I don't know how involved she is with any of the development of the game. They've been very careful about not mentioning her in press releases and trailers and shit like that.
It always seems like when,
but she's getting but she's getting some amount of money from it, right? Like, there's no way she's not getting any fucking money.
Absolutely. I think personally, you don't have to do a lot of mental gymnastics. You could not support what's going on with her and still enjoy this game because it's something that you grew up with. You can agree that she's being a shitty person and be happy that this is coming out as well.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I felt like there's like a trend going around where people are like covering up their Harry Potter tattoos and shit because of the things that J.K. Rowling was saying, and I was just like, I don't know, that feels like a little over dramatic to me, but who knows?
I kind of agree. Like, I don't think that it takes away from, like, if the story was special to you when you read it as a kid to the point that you wanted to get a tattoo of it on your body, I don't think that the author being a shitty person means that that's like some kind of sign that you're a bigot yourself or something because you keep your tattoo. It's like, no,
Exactly.
this person managed to tell a story that was pretty emotional for me and like relatable to me.
I don't know, man.
Plus the headcanon for Harry Potter is probably more fun than the actual like fucking canon. Even before she was shitty, she wanted to explain every fucking thing in the universe to like some crazy extent. I think I read one time about her like talking about how the wizards like bathrooms would work.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
Wizards don't take fat shits every once in a while.
nah, I just wouldn't go to the bathroom. I would just make a spell where I'd be like, oh, I took a shit and it's gone. Like I
Where
wouldn't
would you
even
send
have
it to?
to fucking Hufflepuff's fucking bedroom. Right on Doe's fucking face. Like, take that. Watch.
That's a Slytherin move right there.
A fucking human turd on
I'll
somebody?
make a spell to turn it into a nice, tasty plate of mango. Bam.
That Mongo is shit. I agree with you.
God damn.
If that's what you're saying, yeah, Mongo is shit. A lot of Dominicans are gonna hate me and like
Yeah.
when this drops.
Yeah, well, I just don't listen to the nonsense you said, Tony. So.
Man, we're gonna lose that Mongoose sponsorship.
That Big Mongo ain't gonna fuck with us. They're gonna just be like, man, they're anti.
But
Every mango play is gonna come with a "Do not sport the one up podcast." Enemies of the state.
Damn, there's a restaurant up there that Doey went and dropped a bunch of stickers off at too. They're gonna burn them tonight.
well, talking about burning shit and making mistakes, you guys got what is your most embarrassing moments in your life? Like shit that you've done that you know, by accident or whatever, or someone's fucking, you know, you just did. Like, what, you guys got any of those? I think you're laughing over there.
So Tony, I told you that my memory's terrible, so I tend to forget most of the embarrassing things that happened to me. And there's lots, like from teenage years in particular, right? Who doesn't have some embarrassing story about going and trying to talk to a girl and not being anywhere near as smooth as you thought you were, and realizing it as you were walking away? Like, obviously, like that's the go-to, right? But I've got one that just came to mind, like seriously, like 30 seconds ago. A friend of mine that I've known a very long time. When we went to high school together, we went to like elementary, middle school, all that fun stuff, right? So we would do a lot of your mom jokes. Like that was the response. It was like, oh, look how big that car is. Oh yeah, your mom's as big as that car. Stupid bullshit like that, right? It became basically reflex. Someone said something that was even anything approaching that, there was a your mom joke coming, right? Let's go to. His mom passed away, and one of those slipped out on the day that she died, just out of reflex. And it slipped out to the point, and like I felt myself say this thing. And I swear to God, like I talked faster than the speed of sound, because before those words had even left my mouth, I was apologizing, like, oh shit, dude, I'm so fucking sorry. It's reflex.
Damn.
That might be the most embarrassing thing that I can remember doing, at least.
Did
How
Buddy,
old were you?
I was a teenager, so like, I think I don't know. I was a dumbass. I was a shithead. So like,
did he cry?
no. He actually like he was like looking for anything to find funny. So it cracked him up. The awkwardness, I think, is what cracked him up. Not the actual joke itself, but the awkwardness of cracking at your mom joke right after one of your buddy's moms dies, like not too long ago. Like
It kind of brought him back to a little bit of happiness of where before his mom passed away, where it was just like
something like that, maybe. I mean, he wasn't mad about it. At least he was understanding. Like, yeah, dude. Like, if we're dumbasses and we do stupid shit, and
that sucks, man. That is
so that might be the most embarrassing thing that I can remember doing.
Yeah, for me, I don't have a lot of like super embarrassing moments or whatever. But one in particular that I felt like real like stupid, I felt so crummy about, was one time we were playing football in the street. Just like we did it all the time on the block. And someone threw a terrible pass, but I wasn't really paying. I didn't have my situational awareness wasn't that good. I was just looking up at the ball, just looking up and running. And I was just following the ball. And finally, when the ball got low enough, I leapt as high as I could to catch this ball. And I fucking hit an immovable object, dude. And what happened to me was there was a mailbox, and I just like full crotch right into the mailbox. And I folded over like a fucking blanket, dude. And I was just folded, and I fucking wrecked this mailbox. It was smashed. It looked like a car crashed into this thing. It looked like someone smashed, like it looked like crushed tinfoil. Like I felt bad. And it was like hanging on one leg. And it knocked all the air out of me. Like I limped away, and I was like laying down on the sidewalk, and I was bleeding out of my crotch. Like I had like a gash in my crotch from the mailbox. And, I had to stop playing football. I had to go home because I was like, this is crazy.
Did you catch?
No,
I didn't
take the ball. It was the mailbox. It's out of bounds. The street is in bounds. So, like, I was just following the ball. I wasn't like, if I was in my right state of mind, I'd look around and go, okay, that ball's out of bounds. But I still jumped for it, and I fucking got folded in half. And then somebody was laughing at me. Everett was gonna fight them. It was a whole fucking thing, and like I couldn't even, normally like Everett's about to get into a fight, like I'll get up and all. But I couldn't even like act. Like all my air was knocked out, and I was bleeding, and I was hurt, and I was like, I was like, it felt shitty.
That's hilarious. I would have definitely been laughing and walking over and say, "Yo, you good, my nigga?" Like.
Yeah. Well, Everett would have fought you, probably.
Probably, yeah, right.
Everett was tight because he was like, yo, because like historically, I've always been like really reckless, like playing sports. Like I'm the fucking idiot on a concrete court who's gonna die for the ball. Like I'm gonna get the ball back. Like I don't give a fuck. Like, so historically, I just don't get hurt. Like I just do a lot of reckless things and I get cut or whatever. So Everett was like, yo, finally Pucho goes down. Like he's down. This is bad. Whatever's happening to him can't be good. And y'all laughing? This is not the time to laugh. Like, it wasn't that bad. I went home, I cleaned up, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so you've been breaking people's properties for years. That's insane. I'm glad this came out because I was known as a rompecilla. You are a rompe mailbox. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
I broke a stranger's mailbox. Yeah, you break your loved ones' hard-earned materials. Yeah,
Shit that's already brittle and that's halfway out of its
you're saying it's
life.
the same thing. Okay,
And gerbils.
and
You said you would open up your beer can on the edge of someone's furniture.
No, I didn't say that. I said, Mateo, open up your beer with the edge of your furniture, and Pucho wasn't disgusting. That's his nice furniture. I was like, it'll be all right. Just one time. But, yeah, so I definitely have a lot of embarrassing moments, but one that's always kind of stuck to me is I was with a friend of mine from school back in the days, and she went with me to the doctors because I was sick. I didn't feel well, so she's like, "Yo, let's just ride out." So we rode together or whatever. I remember being in the office, I'm like, "Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go in the hallway because I felt like I gotta throw up, right?" And I didn't want to throw up in front of her because at the time I liked her, right? So she's like, "All right."
The classic go to the doctor first date.
Nah, it wasn't no date thing like that. She was just real nice. She wanted to go. So, and it's whatever. I go over there, right? And I go in the hall, and she comes out. She's like, "Yo, you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good. I think I might just throw up. So, just go and say, 'Oh, I'll wait here. It's okay.'" I'm like, "Oh, fuck." So I'm trying my best not to throw up, right? So then it just comes out. So there's like a plant tree or something, but it's in a bucket or some type of plastic that's fake plant. So I'm throwing up in that shit. Fuck it. Blech. And as I'm throwing up, I'm like bent like in doggy style, right? I'm bent over throwing up into this shit. And as I'm throwing up, I fucking lay out a huge ass fart at the same time of me throwing up. So I'm like every time. And in between me throwing up and farting, I find a gasp of air to say, "I'm sorry." I'm sorry. and she's fucking bloodshot red in her face, dying laughing like she can't fucking breathe. And I'm just there farting and throwing up and finding gasp of air to say I am sorry.
You were sharding.
You're sharding.
No shards came
not a
out.
fart.
No
It's
shards
okay.
came out. No
That was
shards.
the sound.
I'm
of
telling
shitty
you.
underwear.
No shards
That's
came
my
out.
favorite sentence today. So I'm there throwing up and farting.
Bro, no shards. I swear to you, no shards came out because I went to the bathroom to rinse my mouth and I checked because that shit sounded crazy. No shards came out. Thank God. But nah, I'm telling you an embarrassing story, though. Why would I lie about a shard at this point? Why would I lie? There's no reason for me to lie.
I never said you were lying.
Your face, your lip curled up like let's get out of here. You're capping. But not, and it was just embarrassing as fuck to me because it's like there's somebody I like, right? And it's like, fuck, like I'm throwing up A in front of you. B, now I'm fucking farting my brains out. And it's embarrassing because I'm trying to apologize in the middle of gasping for air. I'm finding this effort to say I'm sorry every time. It was just it was fucking embarrassing. Put it like that. I was just like, fuck this shit, bro. Like,
I picture Tony still trying to make small talk in between this. He's throwing up. So anyway, like, what do you think of blah?
Chase, thank you for the meal, Chase. Chase, I really enjoyed this meal. It's just the best, Chase.
Hey, Chase. Can I get some water, Chase? Thank you, Chase.
Everett, come over here, Everett. Go over there, Everett.
yeah,
A story that's similar to Tony's that I forgot happened. I might even mention it here on the pod. Similar to Tony's, but not really similar in the magnitude of the situation. But when we went to Texas, I got so fucking drunk that in the middle of the night, I woke up and I was like, I gotta fucking throw up. And I ran to the bathroom and I had the runs earlier because I drank so many beers. So I was like, all right, I'm definitely going to shit my pants. So I just stripped butt naked to throw up. And I'm just throwing up, just throwing up into the toilet. And I'm just shitting like on the floor. And then, then the bathroom has no fucking lock. So then Dowie slides
open.
And I'm just
Yo, I
butt
thought
naked.
you were dying. I was like, yo, I've never heard. Yo, I thought he was dying in there. I was like, yo, this sounds like a serious throw up. It sounded like the bosses of all bosses of like a throw up.
Meanwhile, I'm fucking passed out sleeping, not giving a fuck. I was out.
Yeah, you didn't give a fuck.
Fucking tried to straddle this nigga.
Shit made me nauseous. There's some fucking Ace Ventura shit. I got straddled and I fucking was like, Einhorn was a man. No, fucking, yo, I ran to I was fucking throwing up. Till we opened the door and I'm just shitting and
You're
throwing
like,
up.
stop, yeah, get out.
He's like, hey man, are you? I'm like, get the fuck out.
The man in his vulnerable state on his knees, shitting himself, and you want to come in?
Yo, naked is my birthday, bro. Like I was just on the floor, like just throwing up.
Nigga blasting the wall.
Up good too.
Man, it's like that Dumb and Dumber scene where the buddy's just blasting shit all over the fucking room.
I was not like that.
Yeah, you cleaned it up though, nice, because I didn't notice it when I woke up.
Yeah.
I also didn't notice that either.
This man witnessed it. That's gotta
Witness me.
It was really dark. I didn't see much.
It was like a dank cellar. I was just curled up into a ball, throwing up, just shitting, naked on the floor.
I would have rather just threw up on the floor than shit on the floor if I had to really choose.
Nah, just climb in the bathtub. Just do them all in the one spot. Turn that water on.
Oh, and smash it down. Ew, you're one of those
Gotta
people.
push it with your feet. You gotta
Shit
push
is
it
easier to
everywhere.
clean, believe it or not. It just like clumps, you know.
I
And
know
just
you had
gotta pick up a
diarrhea. You
clump.
said though, so it's
Yeah,
life.
but it's still
clumpy.
the runs is still more solid than you think. Okay, trust me. I've
That's
shat on many a floor. Okay.
What?
Bueno,
That's another
This is
embarrassing
news.
moment. This is all.
this is news.
Lacey has to love this podcast because she finds out
Nah.
more and more of her
So
husband.
I like the terracotta the best.
Terracotta?
It's the best floor to shit on.
She says that
Dude,
she's
I
learned
threw
more.
up on the- I threw up on the floor the other day, and it was everywhere. It was a mess.
my
I'd much
God.
rather shit on the floor.
Well,
I've never thought about which one I would rather clean up.
Yeah, I didn't think I would ever have to be in that situation to decide.
Hey,
Okay.
look, usually my move is this, right? I sit on the toilet and I grab the trash can that's nearby and I throw up in the trash can.
Yeah.
Good move.
That's the move.
That's
No
classic.
trash cans in this bathroom, so I just went for it. I just picked one. You
I've
never
had to
know,
do-
and the shit is the surprise too. You never know it's gonna come.
never.
So you know the throw up's coming. So you better put the throw up somewhere, and maybe you don't shit. Maybe you do shit. You don't know.
It's a chance you got to take.
The chance
There's
you're
one
gonna
time I
take.
had my head in my sink was here, my toilet was here. I had my head in the sink, throwing up and shitting in the toilet. It was bad.
Did you half miss both?
No, just the sink got clogged after that. The drainage
no.
in the sink was not good.
I can only imagine this foul shit that came out of Doughboy's mouth. Like his
Dildos and
oh my god,
crack
what?
cocaine.
No, like clumps of
Just
shit.
swallowing
for
a
you
whole.
to-
You're doing it wrong, I think, dude.
He swallows Dick's hole.
Swallowed an entire.
This man's a glizzy master.
What about you, Doy? What's an embarrassing moment for you?
Doey has no embarrassing moments. He's never been embarrassed once in his life.
Never in my life.
I can give you a whole bunch just for
I had one time I was with my best friend Roger and my brother, and we were at this birthday party that had a DJ and he was an MC. And this was in the young age. I was like maybe 10 or 9 or something like that. And they had a battle competition, a rap battle. They said, yo, we're in a rap battle. And then Roger was like, yo, you be trying to rap. He's like, yo, go up there. My brother was like, come on, Doughboy. Yeah, go up there. I don't even think I was Doughboy yet. I think I was just David. Dirty Dog or some shit like that. I tried to call myself
Dirty Dog.
Dirty Dog.
I love how he's trying to hide this fact.
Imagine
you know your names. His name
Imagine
is
the
Dirty
alternate.
Dog.
Imagine the alternate timeline where we only know him as Dirty Dog.
Double
Dirty
D.
Dog 69.
That was your rap name?
It was, that was like my moniker. I didn't have anything.
Dirty
back
Dog
then.
69.
A dirty dog.
All right, go ahead, continue.
So the guy gets us all up on stage, right? I'm the first rapper to go up, and I have I'm level 0 rapping skills. So I bring out my most hypest performance. I'm like, I'll blow your brains out. Just crazy. Just coming at, I'll cut your head off. We just, yo. Hey, yo. I'll blow your brains out. I kept doing that, and it was one of the worst performances. Yo, people were pointing and laughing at me.
No.
They were pointing and laughing at me. So, luckily for the other artists on stage, I went first because everything they could do was just gonna smooth over so easily. And then at the end of it, they're like, all right, cheer for this guy if you like him. They went through all the rappers first, and then they went to me. Crickets.
Wow,
No,
so not even Michael and Roger.
no, Roger. It was the only one. It was. You could tell it was only one person, and then when he realized nobody was clapping, he stopped. So it was a strong start, and it just faded. He's like, "All right, David," and then he looked around. He's like, "He stopped."
I'm gonna tell you right now, Michael's the biggest piece of shit ever because he knew exactly what was gonna happen.
You already know he was pre-laughing. Like he was pre-laugh. He was probably pointing at Doya.
He was with them like, yo, this nigga's dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
Dude, is there video that exists of this somewhere?
possibly from one of those people. It was just a friend's. So maybe some family gets together every year and just laughs at me. Like, I'm just
Please.
entertainment for this family.
Anybody, send this video if you have it.
It was a big party. It was like a lot of people there. It was probably one of the most embarrassing things of like my teens. It was really
So
embarrassing.
niggas are just pointing at you like this.
Yeah. Ha, 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 ha. I remember it.
do you wish-
grown-ups were laughing at me.
That's fucking nuts. Do you wish that you had just done like the stereotypical hip hop thing when you don't know how to rap? Like, my name's Dirty Dog, and I'm here to say I like hip hop in a major way.
Damn,
Yeah,
that shit
I
sounded
wish-
fire.
I
That shit
wish.
sounded fire.
Yeah, I wasn't that creative at
But
that
it's-
time.
That's
I'll
a
chop
rhyme
your head
out of
off.
1977. Like,
That's every like PSA hip hop thing ever. It's white people rapping is who you'll see use that one.
Man, Doughboy, so I'll fucking pop your head. He gave people the gun.
I'll blow your brains out. And the DJ, after I was done, he was like, okay, I'll blow your brains.
by Dirty Dog.
69.
Blowing brains since 89.
Yeah.
Yo, what? But you know what's funny though is that you still continued to rap. Like
Yeah.
that so they didn't push you away. Like that's awesome. But
They say you got to bomb in anything that you do. You got to bomb in doing it, and then you'll know how to perform later. So
Some would say that bombing is the uphill battle. And once you bomb, it's all downhill from there. You just can't feel the shame that you felt before.
Yeah. Patrice O'Neal says if you're ever bombing, throw 2 grenades at your feet and bomb even harder. He says just ride it all the way down until it crashes and burns.
they can double down on your
He's
bombing.
like, yeah, because he says everybody tries to pull out like it's a plane. Like, oh, pull up. Like, no, you're not going to get out of it. Just chuck 2 grenades at your feet and just get it over with.
I don't know. I feel like Kramer tried to drop the grenades at his feet, and that didn't go too well.
Oh, yeah, no, he was just a really racist guy.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're bombing, The heckle could turn the show around, though. Like a
Yes.
heckler shows up, and you might be able to roast this heckler in such a way that
And
you could turn it around. Kramer just went racist on the heckler, like so. Don't go Kramer.
He didn't go funny. He just got so offended. That he went like offensive, and it wasn't
just strange, right? Like comedy's all about like, you're making fun of people. You can't take this shit personal because of blah blah blah. And he got fucking heckled, which I understand. You going to somebody's job and you're just heckling them, like you're a piece of shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Most comics can make light of that situation. Like, how about you let me tell the fucking joke? Like, hey, shut the fuck up. You tell them anything, and everybody's like,
No, you can even just say, you know what, fuck the joke. Who are you? And then you start investigating. Are you came with
yes,
this
you
man?
start.
Like,
Oh, you're so important. You need to talk right now. Hey, how's it going? What's your name? What are you doing here? Crowd work is hard, though. Crowd work is a different type of comedy.
I would like to see Doey do a stand-up comedy set. I wonder if he could do a tight five.
I gotta be completely honest. It's the one thing I've always wanted to do, get up and do some comedy. But I don't know. I have to have bits, and I like so many other comedians. I would feel like I'd be trying to bite off of other people's styles, and I don't know.
You just do you, and you have enough story, like your fucking rap career here, the bomb of bombs. Yeah, that's a great little bit. You could do a bit with just off of that, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
this whole podcast has helped me believe. You watch yourself, you see yourself improving. You see that you can tell a story, and I feel like, hey, maybe I can do 5 minutes in an open mic.
That shit, bro. You've never told me the story though. That shit is fucking.
That's fucking.
Yeah, I know that's crazy. I've never heard this story.
This one was tucked.
That is tuckaroonie, boy. That is crazy.
Rest in peace to Michael. Rest in peace to Roger. They're not with us anymore. I wish they could hear this, but yeah, they were witnesses.
That'd have been a good laugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as you told me that, Mike said, "Yeah, go up." I already knew in the back of my head that this motherfucker was like,
"That was a setup."
Yeah, go though, go.
He was playing 3D chess. Like he was like, "All right, bet I'm gonna set this bitch up. He's gonna go up there. He's gonna bomb so hard, and I get to laugh at him."
I have another time. It's not as funny.
Before you go, whose party was that? Do you remember?
It was some girl's party that Roger's family knew or something like that.
You friends with them on Facebook? We should contact them.
I don't think so. I'm talking about, it was so long ago. Like, I can barely even remember. Like, I know that
it's like 2004.
One of the kids was on stage with me was black. I could remember that. Like, the DJ made fun of me. I could remember like very few things. I remember the birthday party was for a girl. She had a DJ with an MC there. He was doing pretty well, and he had like all these things set up for the kids to do. So it was actually a pretty entertaining party. I remember it being in somewhere near Lake Worth. We were, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's all.
And any of our listeners, you send us that videotape, we'll send you some stickers or something. We need this footage.
We'll send you a fucking bottle, bitch. Give us the video.
That's a fact. A bottle, a reasonably priced bottle.
It was at like some community. You remember like the even like trailer parks always had like this community center in the middle. There was like a community center in the middle, something like that. It was like a trailer park. I don't even know.
So what's the next story you were gonna tell?
The next story is not as like entertaining, but I was like 5 or 6 years old. I didn't know how to wipe my ass properly, so I ended up getting a severe case of mud butt while I was walking across the Brooklyn Bridge.
No.
Once you get like a mile into the Brooklyn Bridge, there's no turning back. I walked with a severe muddy ass for fucking miles. All right? My ass was fucking,
that should have give you a rash.
A rash. I got a rash. Really bad. It was painful. I'll never forget it.
No one judged Doey till you've walked a mile in his pants.
In my fucking tidy whites, baby.
Walk the Brooklyn Bridge with mud butt and tidy whities, and then you could judge them.
In the summer heat.
The
summer heat.
So that ass got muddy before you hit the bridge.
It was already swampy. And then I'm a little kid. I don't know how to wipe my ass. I'm just fucking doing what the Lord fucking has taught me and my instincts. All right. Yeah. So that I also shit myself a few years later. That happened as well.
Just
I
recently.
don't remember what happened.
No,
this
like
was when I was
years
a
after
kid.
the Brooklyn
That would
It was like a
have
little
been, that
kid.
would have
I was
been
like
better.
5, 6 years old. I was waiting. I remember Taco Bell for some reason. I remember I was waiting somewhere.
Back again with this taco fiasco, bro.
I could not hold my shit. I was really needed to use the bathroom, and then I guess the saving grace, and I guess I held it until I was in the front of my building, and then I completely shit on myself. All I remember was denim and shit, and just denim.
Oh my god, what a terrible
denim and
combo!
shit. Denim and shit. Denim and shit. Yo, we had to throw away those denims. If my mom kept those, we're gonna have a talk.
She's a trooper if she kept those. She cleaned the shit out of it. Legitimately.
He was wearing them the next day, didn't even know it.
That's insane.
I pissed my pants in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Like whole pissed.
That's
That
the
shit
time
was
to piss
bad.
your pants. That's a good time to piss your pants.
I don't know, man.
Bro,
New York City, we grew up quick. All right.
I pissed myself. I don't even know. I think it was in middle school, probably. I pissed myself, right, in the bed by accident because I stayed up mad late drinking mad soda. And I pissed myself. And your boy woke up fucking wet. I got all the blankets. I put it in the washer in the middle of the night. Washed that shit. Dried that shit. Put it back in my bed so no one in my house knew that I pissed on the bed. And guess what I did and I fucked up at? The pants that I pissed in, I left it in the bathroom. And niggas said, "Oh, you pissed yourself." And they investigated, and you know how my mother is. And Mrs. fucking police officer went through, the washer and dryer door was open. You pissed up bad and you cleaned it. I was like, wow, I got bagged.
And did you say you're welcome?
No, I just said I was just tight because I got bagged. I spent all that time in the middle of the night to be quiet, and I still got bagged. I was tight.
The proper response should be thank you. If your kid pisses the bed and then cleans up every bit of it, they do the laundry and everything. It should be a thank you. It should be also like, hey, don't drink so much soda before bed.
I got
Use the
another
bathroom.
one. This reminded me of something else when I was a very young kid, like 6, 5, 4, maybe even. I used to wet the bed when I was a kid, like very young, and I stayed over my friend Benjamin's house, and it was Michael and Benjamin were friends, and then I was the little brother who would come and stay over as well.
The tag along.
And they were the worst. They were two of the worst people in the world to me. They would constantly play pranks on me. They would constantly, it was just, how can we fuck with David? And I'm over here just wanting their validation at every point. And I just wanted their validation. So I was a known bedwetter, right? They, in the middle of the night, filled up water gun bottles, and they woke up in the middle of the night, squirted my crotch with mad water guns. And then a few hours later, when his mom woke up, they were like, "Oh, I think David wet the bed." And Yolanda was like, "Oh my God." She started going crazy. My couch. My couch. Like that. Oh no, we're gonna have to lay a towel out for you next time you come on.
At least you were still invited.
Yeah, God bless her. She's an amazing woman. She used to make the peanut butter sandwiches. She used to cut off the edges for us. She was an amazing woman.
Oh my God, that is.
So how'd you find out that they shot you with the water gun?
Finally, they admitted to it. I didn't know because I
To
was
the mom?
asleep. Yeah, they were cracking. They were fucking laughing. They're fucking so fucking happy that I pissed the bed. And even the mom found it funny. Like, what are you fucking guys laughing at? You know what I mean?
That's fucking
So
priceless.
the known bedwetter did not wet the bed.
No, they pranked me.
Damn, that's hilarious. Rest in peace to Mike, man. That's hilarious. Damn. Well, if you lasted this long in the show, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to subscribe, like our pages, hit the notification bell on our YouTube page. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere. Audio only platforms as well. Spotify. Wow. Spotify and iTunes.
That's the one that's only for flies.
Yeah,
It
facts.
plays the music in like super fast speed, and they experience time differently. They're small.
But yeah, man. We appreciate the comments, the likes, and the shares, and the support. And as always, people, go one up yourself.
Peace.